Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yokiman here and welcome back to episode number 2 of this PES 2021 Master League save here on the channel. And we're going to kick off the episode by saying thank you for the just sheer great reaction on episode number 1. Now, I kind of know these days when I put up episode number 1 that they usually bang. They usually do pretty well for me in terms of my small little channel here and this small little community that we've got. But you guys smashed it out the park. I do appreciate all the likes and the comments. If you have just come onto this video and you haven't watched the first one, now's the perfect time to go back and watch it and see what we did in the first episode and what happened when we took on PSG, which I'm hoping for a much easier ride in today's episode when it comes to the games that we're going to play, as well as the fact this will be the first Master League episode since we hit 1k. There's a 1k video coming out. There'll be some explanation in that and just some general of me going, oh, thank you a lot, thank you, and that's pretty much that. So there we go. That episode is coming. That video is coming. But today the focus is improving this Marseille side and not getting battered by PSG. Now, I listened to a lot of the feedback. You're going to get one more opportunity, I believe, for feedback on players, because we're going to play 2 games in this episode, make some transfers, and hopefully then you'll be able to come back with one more. Now, we do need to move things on a little bit quickly in this series, so for the first time, we will be quick simming some games. It's just pure fact that we don't have that long until PES 2022. So we're going to have to sim some games. But today, we're going to kick it off with negotiations. Now, I've added some players to the list that you guys suggested. Now, some of the biggest issues we had was players out on loan. Now, Andreas Pereira, I like the idea of that one. Very good. Jack Clark as well, although I don't think he's going to be good enough for us to sign. But they're out on loan at the minute. So there's nothing we can really do about that. And this is what we've got. Now, this is my brain working overtime. And what I think I want to do, I want to resurrect Steven Bergwijn's career a little bit. It hasn't really gone to plan there for him at Spurs. And I want to do what they did in the French league at Lyon and kind of do a little bit of a Memphis Depay situation here with Bergwijn, even potentially give him some opportunities up top because he's got the capabilities of it. He's a very, very good player, and I think that's what we're going to do. We're also going to try and loan Dele Alli. I just don't think they'd sell him outright to Marseille, but considering he's probably not going to get game time at Spurs, I think a loan deal for Dele Alli, if they will do that, I'm not sure they will, we're going to try that today, would be a good idea. Now, Eric Garcia is already done and dusted and gone to Barcelona. I don't know if they can register him or not yet. That is unknown to me, but he is already done and dusted to go there. This is probably going to be one great opportunity to get to use him. So we will actually go in for Eric Garcia as well. So we've got information back about these deals. Now, it's looking a little bit promising. The Steven Bergwijn one I knew was going to happen, to be honest with you, because he wants to come to the club. So we're going to bring him in. It's not a big fee. It's actually a really decent fee for us, and that'll be that deal done and dusted. And I'm actually really happy to make that transfer. I think that's a really good deal for us. The Dele Alli one, I went for a loan, and they've actually accepted it. It's going to cost us 10 million for the entire year. I didn't expect them to accept this. I have to bear that in mind. But it's going to be 10 million for the entire year, and Dele Alli is going to come on loan here to Marseille, and that is 2 good bits of business there from Tottenham Hotspur. I think that is fantastic. We're also going to get Eric Garcia, and I did think we'd get this one over the line, considering that he wasn't too happy with the idea of playing at the club, but we've managed to convince him otherwise. Eric Garcia joins the team. I'm also going to take a quick look at transfer listed players just to see who's on the transfer list. I don't use this system that often, and it'd be nice to take a look. Now, what we're going to do if there's some really good players on here is we're going to basically say that they've said that they want to leave the club, and that's why they're on the transfer list. And there's some decent players already on this list. You've got Richarlison, Diego Jota, but I mean, we are going to ignore that one. He's only just signed for Liverpool. Bergwijn, who we've just brought in ourselves, he's not going to be on the transfer list anymore. Goossens would be a good player for us. I'm not sure we need him, though, at this moment in time. Jose Gaya could be superb at left-back, though. They're playing at Valencia. They're having a tough time of life. Maybe he would be the right kind of player for us to bring in. In fact, I'm even going to add him to listed players. We've got Matty Ryan, James Milner, Juan Mata, Rafael Toloi, who I actually quite like Toloi, but he's getting up there in age now. Bora, Gylfi Sigurdsson, Shaqiri was someone who was actually recommended. I'm going to add him to the transfer list. He'd be a very good backup player. He's very good from set pieces. pieces, potentially could be someone we use. I'm also going to add Divock Origi. There's been a lot of conversation recently on whether he might potentially move. That could be a deal we could do. We've got Carlos Vinicius here as well, who's at Spurs on loan. So it's interesting that he's on the transfer list. But there's some decent players on it. The thing is Andreas Pereira, there he is. Apparently, he's on the transfer list. But again, we can't make a lot of these deals yet because they are out on loan and they're not a deal that we can make at the moment. Like Moise Kean. I would love to sign Moise Kean. Again, we can't make that kind of transfer at the moment because he's out on loan there at PSG. But we have just managed to run ourselves into 2 centre-backs. I wouldn't mind. We've got Sergio Gomez, Ganagon from Sevilla now. It's not Ganagon's face, so that puts me off instantly. Sergio Gomez does have a face. I'm going to add him to the list. He'd be a great rotation centre-back for us. You've got to remember, we only really have 2 centre-backs that are good enough to be starting in that team. So we certainly have to be looking for more. If we bring in Garcia, well, that's done and dusted. I'd still like another centre-back as well. Steven Zuber here as well. There's just some good options for us potentially to bring in. Eddie Nketiah, Alexis McAllister as well on this list. Before any of those new players can come in, we do have our first game of the season here against Montpellier. And we need a good result. I need a good result personally after that PSG game. I just need a good performance actually as well. That's what I need from myself and from the players on the pitch. A good performance. I do think with a little bit of a tweak and a change in tactic, we will get that. This is going to be the starting 11. We're going to give it to Milik again today instead of Benedetto, but I'm on the edge with that. My only issue is because Milik's on loan, but I think if we like him, we will sign him on a permanent. This is their formation. They're playing 3 at the back. They're going to be what I imagine is quite narrow. Delay up top for them. They've got a really good strike force. So this is a team that we do genuinely have to worry about. They've got a very good strike force. But I'm quietly confident with the team. This is a strong squad. We've got more than enough capabilities to go out and cause this kind of side problems and get goals. Hopefully, we'll get them today. Well, I might have to set the weather every time because today it is snowing and we are in summer. So that is one of those things. It is just one of those things. We've got a snowy day here today, but the first game of the season will go on regardless. We're just going to have to change the weather up. We're just going to have to change the season up maybe every single time I load the game up, but that's not a problem for me. This is not going to be an easy game. I know they've got a good team, but it's a great opportunity for us to get 3 points on the board and get a little bit of confidence behind ourselves after that initial result against PSG. Well, there'll be a difference in this one today, and the difference will be is they will sit back a lot more. They will sit back a hell of a lot more, I imagine, and we'll see a lot more of the ball. We'll be able to see if we could cause any problems with the football at our feet with players like this man here, Florian Thauvin. I'm tempted to go close there to him. I'm going to try and whip that one in towards Milik. Not enough bodies in the box there for my liking, but we will force an early throw in. I really do like this home stadium as well. I really like this home stadium. The stadiums were a pain to put in. If you've done it, you'll know. The stadiums are a pain to put in. Oh, that's a terrible ball pass there. Kamara, though, is all over it. I need him to be good this season. You can see already, there's not going to be much room in behind for us, so I'm going to go attacking instantly. Payet now. That's not a bad ball to Amavi. Link-up play between the wing-backs and the wingers is going to have to be good. Payet there's going to lift that one in towards Oliver Neacham. He can't get his head onto it. Well, play here early hasn't been great, but we're going to get to whip a ball in now. Andreas Milik just couldn't get his head on it. But I think that's where we're going to be dangerous today. Out wide and whipping balls in like that. I think that's exactly where we're going to be dangerous from. Thauvin done brilliantly there. We're going to try and whip a ball back across. And it's straight at the goalkeeper. But that is definitely the danger at the moment, isn't it? Down that right-hand side, we're getting a lot of joy at the moment with Thauvin and the right back. This has worked out very well for Montpellier. Can they get the ball across? He's going to try. He does get it across. And then to Mandanda. Deflected straight into their path. We're going to get this ball out quickly, though. Rongier now. Back to Thauvin. He's going to play Rongier. And again, this could be an opportunity now for Rongier if he can get the ball forward to Milik. He just couldn't find the pass. Oh, they could be in here, Montpellier. They could be in here. This is good. Montpellier with a shot. And that's a fantastic save from Mandanda. Pulling it out again. It's just a simple straight ball over the top. Not dealt with correctly from the boys. And this was dangerous. We can't have this from Montpellier. Great save again from Mandanda. He's going to be a hero this season, I reckon. 0-0 here at half-time. Not a great first half of football. We've definitely been more in control. Need to try and find a breakthrough. It's been very difficult to break them down. Venetian there finds Thauvin. Andreas Milik. Payet's going to try and play that back into Tovan. It's a great touch, Tovan, and he's well blocked. And there we go. That's a little bit better from the boys now. We're starting to find ourselves in more dangerous positions. Hopefully, as we tweak and tweak this tactic, we'll do better. That link-up was far better. Great block. Well, let's see what we can do now. We're going to whip this one in with Payet. We know he's got the ability. Kamara's going to try and get his head on it. And he does very well there with it. Rongier now. Can he do? He'll hold up the ball well. And then he'll try and whip it in across towards Oliver Neacham. And it's saved by the goalkeeper. Florian Tovan now has done really well as well. This is his second half. And he fires off the shot. Didn't have too many options, did he? But he's having a great second half so far. Milik out wide. Hey, Laura. Can find Tovan here. They don't want him on the ball, do they? He's causing them a mess already. Milik's in there now. And he gets his head on it. And he'll be very disappointed with that. That was a really golden opportunity. Double sub here for us as Montpellier have a corner. And the lack of wingers is really hurting us now. I didn't really have the wing options. We've got Payet and Tovan are tired. Gonna have to keep one on. That's not a bad ball in. Oh, this could be a great counter-attacking opportunity. Get that up to Tovan. Oh, his ball just wasn't great for Benedetto. Oh, idea. Good ball in. And what a save that is from Mandanda. What a save that is from Mandanda, and we'll have a goal kick. The Law will be absolutely kicking himself here. That is a fantastically played ball in. Absolutely sublime, this. Oh, God, what a save. Ilora tries to play it forward to Benedetto. Benedetto then back across to Neacham. You could have sworn Amavi with the shot. It's another good save from the keeper. We piled on the pressure here towards the end to try and win this one. And I think there's been some great efforts. I think my biggest issue right now is there's no threats off the bench. We're very tired out there at the moment. Oh, Marvy might have spotted Benedetto. Wasn't good enough. There we are, 0-0 in the end. Certainly a far better performance from Marseille. Montpellier had a couple of moments where they could have won it. I think my biggest problem, I mentioned it, is we just didn't have any talent to bring off the bench. When we had tired legs in Payet and Tovan, as you saw early on, we were getting a lot of joy down that wing. The team was just absolutely knackered come the end of that match. I didn't have enough threats on the bench. 6 shots, all 6 on target. Yeah, the reinforcements are needed. Opening game of the season draw for ourselves there. And I can't be too upset with the game because we played really well. We just couldn't find a breakthrough. And we knew we needed reinforcements out wide. As soon as Payet and Tovan got tired, it was really, really difficult for us. But I was definitely happier once we changed the formation and tweaked some of the tactical instructions. So we do have the new signings in. Steven Bergwijn joins the club. So does Eric Garcia. And I believe Dele Alli should be here somewhere. But I can't seem to see him at the moment. Anyway, we need to keep working on getting players out here on loan. We are going to accept this loan bid as well. As we start to close towards the end of the transfer window, we need to start making some signings. We really do. I feel the squad, in terms of quality in areas, is a little bit weak. Now, what's weird there is I cannot see Dele Alli on that list. It's absolutely fine. He's here on this list. So Dele Alli is in on loan as well. It just offers us a little bit more quality, to be honest with you, which is exactly what we were lacking. Shaqiri was mentioned on the right, and I am going to go in and try and sign him now because we didn't have anyone who we could bring on that right-hand side, and it was a problem. Liverpool don't want to sell him, and he doesn't have a release clause. He wants to come to the club, but we'll see if we can broker a deal here with Liverpool and just see what happens. We already know we need more than just Eric Garcia, so we are going to make the transfer bid here for Sergi Gomez as well and see if we can get him to join the club. Transfer offer here for Payet, absolutely going nowhere. I'm going to end those negotiations instantly from Atletico Madrid. 6 million, nowhere near in our price range. This is going to be lineup for the next game here against Brest. Bergwijn will be on the bench. Dele Alli comes in instantly for his first start. I think we need that in the centre of the park. Rongier and Dele Alli in there should be fantastic. We do have Cuisance on the bench for this one. Neacham sits out. The team's looking a little bit better, and we're improving in the areas that I believe we need to improve. Let's see how we get on today against Brest. Well, there we go then, boys. A snowy day again for Dele Alli's debut. I tried changing it in the actual stadium. I'm going to have to do it using Cider. It just is what it is. We'll just have to change it every time we boot up the game. I don't really have a problem with that. No issue whatsoever. It seems that this stadium base just seems to set this way. Or maybe the season sets that way. But this isn't going to be an easy game. Mounier up top, the ex-Huddersfield striker. He'll be hoping to have a little bit better form in front of goal than he did when he was in the Premiership. I'm going to lift that one into Tovan. Good take from Tovan. He'll be hoping for another good performance. I felt he played very well in the last game. That wasn't a bad ball forward. It was a nice idea. Tovan's put him under some pressure. He needs some bodies in there now. Tovan's going to whip it across. Benedetto was getting in there, but just not quick enough for my liking. We're going to end up back on the ball here, though, with Benedetto. Can he do now? Benedetto plays that to Rongier. Rongier's going to lift that one over towards Dele Alli. Just couldn't get his foot on it. Well, not a bad start again from us. Dele Alli. Rongier now. Tries to curl it from distance and nearly caught the keeper out, didn't he? Rongier tries to catch the keeper out there. That's not bad. Good opportunity. I think that might be going wide. I must admit as well, this stadium is a little bit... It's a bit clunky, you see. You can see the background. You can see the jitter there. It's not a very good one. We might remove Brest Stadium. Oh, Dele Alli there, just over the top of the bar. Yeah, we might have to remove Brest Stadium. It's a little bit clunky. Dele Alli's having a great start to this game, though. There's no doubt about that. He's really up for it. This could be a spark in his career here coming to Marseille on loan. Potentially someone we'd look to sign on a permanent if he has a good time here. Oh, Kamara might do brilliantly here. Tovan's done great. Benedetto. Dele Alli's coming in. Dele Alli. Oh, he's saved from the goalkeeper. Back to Dele Alli. He's making the difference so far, isn't he? Tovan now tries to clip it forward. Benedetto just couldn't get his head on it. Oh, we're really taking the game now to Brest. Dele Alli, he's really up for this one. Benedetto again. He's going to go out wide now. Tovan flicks it on to Sakai. Keeps it in. Plays it forward. What a ball that's ended up being to Dele Alli. Whips it across. He just couldn't get it to anyone. Let's see what Brest can do from this corner. Dangerous. These kind of opportunities, I reckon, are the most dangerous. Dele Alli was in there. It's gone all the way through in the end. 0-0 here at half-time. Marseille, the far better team, though, at the moment. Brest kind of just hanging on. Dele Alli having a really big impact so far in this match. Hopefully, we can continue this into the second half and grab a goal. Well, they've made a sub here to start the second half. I am a bit surprised by that, to be honest. I don't think they played that badly. I mean... Can the game plan have been too much different then? Just hold out? I wouldn't have thought so. Is there going to be an opportunity to break away? There's not with a pass like that that's blocked. Now Brest can come forward. This is a great opportunity for them on the volley. And it's not a good one. That's their first good bit of play there. Just a warning sign for us. Oh, this is brilliant stuff. And they're going to have the ball in. And it's another volley over the bar. That is fantastic, and there are just brief moments where the team seems to switch off, and that was one of them. Well, poor second half so far for us, and this brings a triple substitution, some fresh legs, give some of the other players opportunities, and we will see Bergwijn for the first time in a Marseille shirt here, out wide. Kamara's done brilliantly. Kamara now, what can he do? Oh, he's going to try and play in Benedetto, and he wasn't good enough. Benedetto ends up on the ball, though, and just drags it wide. I don't know how Benedetto ended up on the football there. I'm absolutely fuming on the sideline. That was a great bit of play in the end. Kamara's bursting run forward was superb. I don't know how Benedetto ended up on the ball, to be honest with you. And the shot is close. Quaisons now plays it forward. Bergwijn, keep the ball moving well. This is lovely bit of play. Got tired legs on the pitch, though. Dele Alli's one of those. Amavi then finds Bergwijn. He takes the ball well. Bergwijn with a shot, and he's dragged it wide. That was a big moment for him. He could have really took a stake of claim here on this game. Good ball from Amavi. He plays really well coming forward, I must admit. And it's got to be better. Oh, Bergwijn's done great. Bergwijn for the winner. Oh, he's pulled it wide. He's pulled it wide. That was the moment from the number 7. That was the moment. It got a little bit scrappy. This was a big opportunity for him. And he's just hit it badly, hasn't he? Dele Alli in space. Dele Alli's in a lot of space as well. He needs help, though, doesn't he? He's knackered. Benedetto might get to this. He blocks it, and then Bergwijn from distance. Saved by the goalkeeper. We've been bright. We've been lively. There's a great spark from us in this one. We've been far better than we've been all season. It's slowly starting to click here. But we've got to take some of these opportunities. We're not going to get many more of these opportunities. Time's really starting to tick down. Can we get a good ball in there? Dele Alli's going to be in there. Can't get anything on it, though. And the problem right now is the snow is making this game very difficult. Sakai now, though, might be able to dribble that one in. It's going to be another corner. Bergwijn again. He's going to whip this one in. It's not a bad ball in. Benedetto could be up and in there. He's not. Amavi, back across. Kamara, Tovan. Tries to slide that one in, but he can't. There's so many bodies back there. Is there going to be one last opportunity here for Benedetto to turn and shoot? But he can't just get anything on it. Bergwijn now, though. Bergwijn, can he get it across? He can, but nobody's there to capitalise on it. And that'll be the full-time whistle. I've got to be happy with a lot of the individual performances and with the way the team played, but just didn't quite have that cutting edge in the final third to get the goal. Well, 2 points from 3 games is not the way I wanted to start out, but you know what it's like when you're starting a new save and you're trying to get used to the team. Sometimes that's just the way it is. I felt far better in that one, though. We had far more weapons going forward. We were far better. Far, far, far better. How many times can you say the word far? Just one more. Far better in that match. Certainly was. Now, hopefully we can continue this moving forward. What have we got here? This is going to be big for us. We need these players in. Shaqiri, the deal is done and dusted. It's a decent deal, and he'll be joining the club. It's going to be handy to be able to bring on a right winger. Sergio Gomez deal then done and dusted. So we're set at centre-back now, and I'm comfortable. And we've got in for a young winger from Barcelona in De La Fuente. I'm excited to see what he can do as well. We'll accept that deal, and that is that done and dusted. Now, we can't bring anybody else into the club unless we sell players. So we'll be waiting now on deadline day if we can make any more deals happen, really. So that is where we're going to leave it for this one, boys. We do take on Atletico Madrid as the first game in the next episode in the Champions League. Wow, that is a great way to start that one. Still yet to get a win, but we always start these Master Leagues a little bit slowly and then ramp up once the squad is the way we want it. I'm certainly a much happier manager now with the team that we've got going forward. Bergwijn looked bright. Dele Alli in that first half was absolutely brilliant. Looking forward to seeing what he can do in the future going forward. Anyway, boys, thank you very much for watching this one. I do appreciate it. If you stuck around until the end, you might as well smash that subscribe button. Also, hit the like button, and I will see you for episode number 3, where hopefully we have a decent result against Atletico Madrid to kick that one off.